kids, where are you? It's time for all the art to tell stories.
In the ethereal realm between epochs, where time itself sang in crystalline echoes, the Timekeepers stood as sentinels, weaving through the golden strands of history. For countless generations, they safeguarded the tapestry of the world, a complex weave of triumphs, tragedies, and every moment in between. Elara, wise and intuitive, led the Timekeepers with a heart as sharp as her foresight. She could glimpse the endless parade of potential futures, her mind adept at discerning which was best for the world they protected. Her leadership was steady, guiding Kai, Mira, and Dax, each with their own unique talents in their shared mission. Kai, kinetic energy personified, moved at a pace that seemed to blur the boundary between seconds and eternity. His gift allowed him to manipulate the speed of moments, a talent that proved invaluable in their timeless battles. Mira, serene and insightful, spoke with the echoes of the past, retrieving whispers of forgotten ages, her role as historian crucial to understanding the consequences of their actions. Dax, ever curious and inventive, wielded technology like an artist with a brush. His creations assisted the team in navigating the oceans of time, their complexity a testament to his genius and dedication. However, as the crystal walls of their sanctuary resonated with an alarm, Elara knew that their greatest challenge had arrived. Anomalies in the timeline, disruptions unlike any other, spread like ripples in a pond. The thief of time was Chronos, a once loyal member turned rogue, who believed only in the erasure of history to save it from its darkest shadows. Their journey began in the sands of ancient Egypt, where Chronos, altering events with brutal precision, sought to erase the pyramid's rise. The Timekeepers, nimble and cunning, interceded, Elara and Mira weaving words of wisdom to the pharaoh, while Kai and Dax faced the minions of Chronos' chaos. Though Chronos escaped, a trail of cryptic murals lingered, marking the path of his ambition. Space and time collapsed upon their quests, saving Da Vinci's brushstrokes, coaxing the steam engine to roar into life, and guiding mankind's first lunar footstep. Each mission deepened their camaraderie. Each victory came at the cost of understanding Chronos more. Amidst victory, Chronos' sinister design emerged, a breach of the nexus, an assault that could sunder history to nothingness. The primordial thread, the heartstring of time, stood vulnerable. The Timekeeper's opponent was formidable, his tactics as unpredictable as the chaos he sought to sow. Realizing that brute force could not triumph, Elara devised a new strategy. Delving into Chronos' past, Mira uncovered the pain and loss that had fueled his insurrection. Together, Kai and Dax crafted a plan to disable the machinations of Chronos, while Elara, with the deepest empathy, confronted him. Her vision of humanity, a portrait of resilience and beauty crafted through ages, turned the tide. Chronos was defeated not with the sword, but with understanding. As the timeline healed, the Timekeepers wandered once more through the epochs, repairing what was broken, guided by lessons of responsibility, unity, and the enduring hope that even amidst adversity, history could shine with the brilliance of human spirit. Chronos chose redemption lending his insights to safeguard the timeline, while Elara and her team faced the horizon of their mission with renewed purpose. As stewards of time, they understood that history, flawed and beautiful, was a mirror to humanity, a call to protect its shimmering threads forevermore. And as Elara gazed upon the infinite possibilities of tomorrow, she knew that the greatest chapter was always just a heartbeat away, waiting to unfold in the dance of time. The Arctic wind howled across a vast expanse of snow and ice, a stark reminder of the fragile beauty of the planet's frozen realms. Deep within this wilderness, the sound of an icebreaker ship reverberated. The ship wasn't there for exploration or science. It carried poachers and industrial equipment. Far away, in a technologically advanced city hidden from the world, a team of heroes known as the Arctic Protectors received a distress signal. Led by Aurora, who could harness the power of the Northern Lights, the team consisted of Frost, Glacier, and Echo, sworn to protect the Arctic. The signal came from Nanuq, a wise polar bear who had long served as a guardian of the Arctic. His message was dire. Poachers and unchecked industrial activities were accelerating the melting of glaciers and threatening the survival of Arctic wildlife. "We must act immediately," Aurora said. The team gathered their supplies and boarded their eco-friendly jet, heading north toward the endangered land. Upon arriving, they were greeted by an icy tundra, and Nanuq himself, accompanied by a group of seals and Arctic foxes. The situation was worsening by the day. The protectors split up. Frost and Echo would infiltrate the Poachers' camp, while Aurora and Glacier worked on stabilizing the rapidly melting ice. Echo listened to the animals' reports and mapped out the Poachers' movements, while Frost prepared traps made of ice. Meanwhile, Aurora and Glacier used their abilities to divert meltwater into safer channels, preventing it from flooding vulnerable animal habitats. They discovered an unexpected complication. The glaciers were melting faster than expected due to a machine the Poachers were using. As Frost and Echo infiltrated the camp, they overheard the Poachers talking about their employer, an industrial tycoon named Magnus Blackthorn, who saw the Arctic as a treasure trove of untapped resources. Blackthorn had no regard for the environment or the indigenous communities. Echo communicated this information back to Aurora, who realized the team was dealing with more than just poachers. They needed to dismantle Blackthorn's operation entirely to protect the Arctic. The Protectors decided they couldn't fight this battle alone. Nanuq suggested seeking the help of the Spirit of the Tundra, a mythical entity believed to reside in the heart of the Arctic. This spirit, according to legend, could empower the heroes to combat even the greatest threats. The journey to the spirit was perilous. The team faced blizzards, treacherous ice crevices, and ambushes from Blackthorn's drones. Along the way, they saved a trapped walrus and reunited it with its herd, earning the gratitude of the Arctic's creatures. Finally, they reached the Spirit of the Tundra. The Spirit of the Tundra, a radiant being that embodied the Arctic's life force, blessed the team with enhanced abilities. Aurora's light could now repel machines. Frost could manipulate larger areas of ice. Glacier gained superhuman resilience, and Echo's connection to animals became telepathic. Armed with their new powers, the team returned to confront Blackthorn's forces. Aurora led the charge, using her light to blind the Poachers and disable their machinery. Frost created massive ice walls to trap the Poachers and protect the wildlife. Glacier tackled Blackthorn's main drilling machine, smashing it to pieces with his immense strength. Echo coordinated the efforts of the Arctic animals, creating a united front against the invaders. Blackthorn himself arrived in a heavily armored vehicle confident in his technology. The spirit of the Tundra appeared, manifesting as a colossal polar bear made of shimmering ice and light. The spirit's presence disarmed Blackthorn's machinery, leaving him vulnerable. Nanuq and the Protectors confronted him, forcing him to surrender. With Blackthorn defeated and the Poachers apprehended, the team turned their attention to healing the Arctic. They worked with the spirit of the Tundra to repair the glaciers and purify the polluted waters. Aurora used her northern lights to signal a warning to the world. As the team prepared to leave, Nanuq thanked them. "You have not only saved the Arctic, but also reminded humanity of its duty to protect our shared home." The Protectors returned to their base, knowing their mission was far from over. They had won this battle, but the fight continued. The Arctic Protectors is a tale of courage, teamwork, and the unbreakable bond between humans and nature, inspiring readers to cherish and protect the environment.